ROC, restore our community. ROC, restore our community. ROC, restore our community. ROC, restore our community.
Wanda P's on a mission to ROC, restore our community. Assuming the task, taking on the responsibility. One block at a time, one young mind at a time. We have to strive.
Hello and welcome to ROC. I'm Wanda P and this is Restore Our Communities. I have my brother and my friend, my co-host, Migley Taylor. How are you?
I'm wonderful, Wanda. How are you doing?
I am good, Migley. We have a very informative show, very interesting guest today. And to my right, introduce yourself and tell our audience who you are.
My name is Samiko Rucker.
And my name is Carl Lindquist.
All right. Now let's talk about why we're here. Very exciting. It's just not another one of those pyramid type things. Let's just talk about the organization that you guys are part of. Start with you, Carl.
Yeah, absolutely. So what we have here is the Body by 90-Day Challenge.
Okay.
It's put on by the company called Visalis, and Visalis is now a 7.5-year-old company doing business in North America.
Okay. Oh, wow.
What we're most famous for is the Body by Challenge, and what we've done really since the inception of the challenge 3.5 years ago, is we've helped North Americans lose almost 20 million pounds.
Wow.
To put that in comparison, because I know that's like shocking numbers right there, check this out. It took Richard Simmons 30 years to help America lose 3 million pounds, and I haven't had to put spandex on.
That's for sure. Good deal.
I don't think anyone wants to see that.
Well, I don't think we wanted to see him. We did.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been a fantastic program. It's a really simple program. You know, it's the purpose is to go out there and be a model that's effective for today. You know, today's consumer, and right now, you know, people are dealing with, you know, the economy's hit everyone hard. You know, even though it started in 08, 09, I mean, people are still struggling, you know, difficultly. And one of the best ways actually, to really put it this way, 3.5 years ago when the economy tanked, Visalis was promoting high-end, anti-aging, great preventative care in our vitamin line. We had a ViPack, it was fantastic, a lot of people were having success with it. But the problem was when the economy tanked, it didn't matter what the first 4 bottles of anything were that was coming to your doorstep, how good it was, how great the health properties were. If it did not have to do with a necessary thing like putting food on the table, anything like that, it was the first thing to go. So Visalis had to totally reinvent with the Body by Challenge. Why do a challenge? Because it's cool, it's social. But on the other side of it too, we designed the challenge so that it was based on meal replacement. You know, everybody's out there spending money on food. You know, I don't know I'm sure we're all real health conscious here.
Yes.
But there's people out there every single day. I can't help pass a McDonald's or a Wendy's and see the drive-through lines backed up. Further than the restaurant probably ever thought they'd even back up to.
With unhealthy food.
Absolutely, you know, the different thing, MSG, trans fat, everything that's bad in these foods, and it's creating childhood obesity. I saw a report the other day on CNBC. I was in the gym, running on the treadmill, and CNBC comes on, and they say, you know, by the year 2030, 43% of Americans are going to be considered obese. That same day, anti-obesity companies' stocks shot through the roof. So this is a trend, and it's hitting a tipping point. You know, for the past, back in the 60s and 70s, it was real popular for Americans to be at home having home cooked meals. People were around the dinner table. There was more people buying food from groceries, and that's changed over the time period. You know, it used to be that one person out of the household went to work while the spouse stayed at home. That's not reality anymore. You know, you got two, in a household, you got 2 parents working to make, ends meet. So the whole shift of our culture had to change, and we're on a fast-paced, situation. So a lot of people are going through fast food, and this is the answer to that. So instead of putting $4 to $7 a meal into something that's really unhealthy for you, into a triple cheeseburger or chili fries or anything like that, literally food that's never green, because apparently no one consumes anything that's green anymore. Yeah, we're going to provide you with a shake that's about $1.50 to $1.60 a meal. It's great for you. It's got all the vegetables in it, all the fruits in it, fiber, proteins, everything you need. manufactured by people that are very, very intelligent in this field, and we're going to put that in the hands of people and give them a healthy option.
Well, I was going to ask the question, got a couple of them anyway. What makes this product different? Mick can tell you, he brought me into a lot of stuff. Brought me into a lot of stuff. And I've gotten burned in some areas of dealing with programs where they want you to come in and sell stuff. I'm not a salesperson. What makes this program different?
From the business perspective?
From some of the other
Network marketing companies?
failed companies that claim this healthy stuff, and if you take this is so good, this, that, and the other. Why is Body by Vibe?
Yeah, so Body by Vibe is a totally different shift on the industry.
Okay.
Usually the pitch per se, your friend calls you up, or maybe you're having a barbecue. It's now we're getting into fall, so it's a little different. We're not having barbecues like we used to. But think about the summer. Did you go to a barbecue out of curiosity?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. When you walked up to it, would this sound weird? You go up to one and you go up to your friend and you say, "Oh man, I just found out about this killer scientist out of Russia, and they're growing plants on the side of a volcano, and it's so exciting." I guarantee you're never getting invited back to the barbecue. Weird conversation, right?
Right.
So our pitch, per se, if you want to say there's a pitch, is we make it social. It's cool if I come over to your barbecue and I'm like, "Man, Wanda, I am taking the next 90 days and I'm going to get my abs back."
Okay.
That's cool. That we can get into a conversation
Yes,
like that. That's
yes.
easy.
Like how do you
So
do
this
that?
is totally different. This is challenge marketing. We're the first company in the industry to pioneer what's called challenge marketing. Other companies are product companies with a challenge. We're a challenge company with a product. We have a killer product line. The science is there. It's great. But it's not normal for the average person to go out and promote that.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes it simple. What you're saying there, I felt like I got burned. I understand that. I hear that from a lot of people
Yeah.
among the network marketing industry.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, and this is just purely my opinion, but I think some people do, get out too early. Or, the other thing is too, in a culture, going to in our culture, growing up through school and everything, it's not like we're taught to pick a good company, right?
Yeah.
Most people don't know how to identify a good deal from a bad deal, right? So this is a pretty good deal. What I look for is track record.
Okay.
First of all, myself is a 7.5-year-old company, so it's past that 5-year threshold. 99% of businesses don't succeed past the 5th year. So this is one that's broken through that mold and even had to reinvent itself after 4 years, going from preventative care to a challenge and having massive success. The other aspect is who's the backer. So we have $1 billion publicly traded backer. Now that's unique. Other companies have $1 billion backers, like Donald Trump owns a network marketing company, Warren Buffett owns a network marketing company, and that's all great. But have they ever gotten into the homes, done home parties, gone out there and promoted and done the things like
Probably not.
Samiko and I do? That's right.
Okay.
But Blythe, who's our backer, has been in this industry for 35 years. They've owned Party Light Candles. That's an $800 million a year company. They provide candles in 22 different countries. They're the world's largest candle provider. Well, if you're dealing in that type of business, then you know what we need to succeed in business.
Okay.
So this is a really great program. In addition, I call it a working class model. Every day, every hour of the day, we're helping one person make an extra $1,500 a month residually and earn a BMW through the compensation plan. That's a $600 a month bonus. Now, is that going to get you a brand new X6 with the M upgrades and 24-inch wheels? No.
Probably not.
But that's going to provide you with a nice, solid car that's going to fit, a lot of people in our group, they'll go out and get maybe a used 5 Series, 30,000 miles on there, and, the car payment ends up being about $450 a month. And after that, they've got insurance, and our $600 bonus provides a great car, and it also shows success very early in the game. So yes, the home-based industry, network marketing has earned every good thing ever said about it, every bad thing ever said about it. Why are we more unique? Why are people not feeling so burned? Because we have high levels of customers. A lot of customers. We have 8 customers to every one promoter. What does that do? Ups the paychecks. So our promoters that want to promote the business and be entrepreneurs can be entrepreneurs. And then people that were not meant to own a business can be customers.
Yeah.
That's what makes us work.
What got you interested in the company, and what struck your attention about this organization?
Well, I actually got on it through Facebook, and I had one of my friends in Franklin, Kentucky, and she was doing a lot of promoting, and she was talking about the weight that she was losing, so it took my interest, and I called, and she told me to be at a challenge party.
Okay.
So when I went, I immediately signed up. I tasted the shake, looked at the video, and they just wanted me just like that.
Okay.
And I am 31 years old and I want to be healthy. You know,
Okay.
you have, like you said, it's a whole lot of
My
obesity
daughter's
around
age.
the world.
Yeah.
It's a lot of obesity around the world, and I just want to do something that's going to help me. And
Absolutely.
I've been on the challenge now, going on 2 weeks, a little bit over 2 weeks, and my first week I did lose 3 pounds. I weigh in tomorrow. My body feels great. I'm very
Okay.
energized.
Okay.
I do a lot of business and I'm very active, so it really has helped me. And another thing about the product, children can drink it.
Okay. Okay.
It's very nutritious and children can drink it, and I believe it's just gonna change a lot of lives, because it's changing mine now. So
Wow.
That's some of the
That sounds
reasons why,
great.
yes.
Okay. And so you're trying to get more people to.
yes, and I'm trying to promote this.
That's one thing I realized. When you have something good, you just want to share it. It's not about the money per se. It's great to be able to have that.
It is.
But you also want to let people know that you can be healthy. You don't have to continue to live like this, because you mentioned something about the fast food. It's so much money spent on fast food, and then you're feeling sluggish when you're done with it. But let's talk about the health component
Sure.
of this product.
Oh, yeah. So, are you talking about some of the testimonies we've had in the
Yeah, with people who had
Sure.
had these bad habits and ended up with diabetes and high blood pressure and things of that nature.
Yeah, so I run into people all the time. You know, there's a big difference in diabetes. Usually, you know, there's type 1 is usually, identified relatively easy, because it's usually found in people have had it their whole lives. It's usually something they're born with, it's a genetic thing. Type 2 is really what's killing us. That's brought on by overeating and excessive eating. It's a really bad deal. So why does our product work for those people? Because all our cookies, everything is low sugar. We're a diabetic friendly product.
Okay.
So for diabetics out there, I'll just explain it real quick. Now, a type 2 diabetic is going to count in net carbs.
Okay.
Have you ever heard that term before? Okay, so a net carb is the amount of carbs left over after you remove the fiber. So we have 7 grams of carbs, and then we have, of which 5 grams are a dietary fiber designed to fill you up. And fiber is good for your body. Most of us aren't getting that because of our the American diet. But so that makes a net carb of 2. Well, a diabetic usually has to document anything that they consume that's over 2 grams of carbs. So we have a lot of stories in the area of people coming off of insulin medicine. It's not like a big trick here. It's not like you got to go to the doctor and get special medications to overcome type 2 diabetes. What you have to do is you got to change your eating habits. You got to change your lifestyle. So the way we do it, you stop having all those carbs, all those sugars coming in your body. Your body is going to regulate itself and rid itself of these diseases. A really good friend of mine lives in the area. He works with us. Not because he necessarily, like you said, not because he wanted to make money. He actually started this because he was 630 pounds.
Whoa.
He was nosebleeding every single night when he was sleeping, if he could sleep, because sleeping was so difficult for him. At 630 pounds, about 6'3". It was a terrible situation, and he'd been big his whole life. Starts up on this program. He actually found out from Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan is part of our team.
Okay.
So we'll talk about that in a second.
Yeah,
If you're watching, hi Hulk. But he found out a tweet, because like Samiko said, hey, I found out about this from Facebook. Well, Hulk Hogan tweets about his challenge, his Visalis challenge. This guy here in Nashville sees the tweet, clicks the link, orders a transformation kit, which is a $249 kit. It provides you with 2 meals a day, fat burners, energy drinks, the whole nine. It breaks down to $8 a day, $4 for 2 meals. Very affordable. So he looks at it and goes, okay, well, I'm spending about $15 a meal anyway, because when you're at that size, usually there's an overeating issue. So this immediately off the bat was saving him a lot of money. In his first week, he drops 27 pounds. After the first month, his nosebleeds are gone. 76 pounds down in his first month and a couple weeks. I take him over to Greensboro, North Carolina. And this is a little over 500-pound man still. He's a pretty big guy at the time. And but Hulk Hogan's his hero. We were doing an event in Greensboro. So I have a little 3 Series BMW that the company provided for me. So there's kind of like me, and then a big guy. But this is about creating life experiences. So we took him, we drove him over to Greensboro, had him up on stage with Hulk Hogan in front of 300 people. He gets up there, scared, nervous, shy, the whole nine. Goes up and says, I've lost 76 pounds in a month and a half on the Body by Life Challenge, and this is going to change my life. And everybody starts applauding. And what it comes down to, this is about creating life experiences, changing lives. A year later, He just won our challenge. They flew him out to LA, put him up in the nicest hotel, $600 a night, boutique hotel. He'll tell you, he's like, there's a television in the bathroom. He was like, I was in the shower taking a bath, and Titanic's on the TV. He's like, it was like 3D. So he gets to go out there. Life experiences. His wife got to go with him. You know, she got a whole total makeover. They give him a branding package, websites to go out there and promote his business. Free products for life. Actually, sorry, not free products for life. Free access to all of our events for life. Okay. Total life changing. In a year, he's dropped 275 pounds, and he's not even done. That's incredible. Wow. So where else are you finding? You know, there's a lot of stuff going on. Everyone's promoting, you know, weight loss because it's like we talked about, tipping point. You know, they're out there. Where can you find those types of results and save money at the same time? That's why we have, you know, Major Goal. In addition to some of the other, you know, situations, we also have personal trainers on board. Ray Lewis of the Baltimore Ravens. Okay. He just joined us. Okay. He lost 26 pounds the off season on our challenge.
Wow. Having
a killer season. Last year, everyone was going, I don't know about Ray Lewis anymore. This year, he's tearing it up. So,
I'm surprised he's still in the league. I was shocked when someone brought his name up last night.
Yeah, exactly.
He's playing well this year.
Wow.
Now we know why. Right?
Yeah, he's on the challenge. So this is becoming so, you know, like I said, we reach a lot of people through social media. It's a social message. Hey, take the challenge, the 90-day challenge. Get your ass back, lose a few pounds, put on some muscle. The chief marketing officer of our company, Blake, he actually, his goal was to put on 20 pounds of muscle. So that was an opposite of what most people have to do. In his 90-day challenge, he actually put on 23 pounds of lean muscle.
Okay.
Which is incredible. So you can go any way on this. It's not just weight loss.
Great.
It's for everybody with any body.
So the weight loss is one issue, and you can attest to that. And then you've got Buck Hogan and others at Ray Lewis to attest to it as well. It sounds like there's dual opportunity here. There's a health opportunity, but it sounds like there's some financial opportunities too. And you had indicated earlier that there were some financial rewards coming your way.
Yes, it is. I made Rising Star within my first 30 days, and I actually still have 13 days left to go, but I made it before then.
Okay,
So
all right.
soon I'll be driving my BMW. Okay.
Well, help us out a little bit here, Nate. When you say Rising Star, some of us may not understand that term.
Right,
so what does that mean?
But what it is, you have to become a director within the first 30 days when you get started.
Okay.
You only get one chance to be a Rising Star, but you can be a director anytime, but you want to jump start and get it going in those first 30 days so that paycheck can start rolling. But also, with doing that, the health part is really what gets to me because I had some female issues that I have been dealing with over the past 2 weeks. I can see a change within myself and within my body, and I just feel great. So I'm just
making money and
making money, healthy and wealthy.
Now I will say this. Now Carl did mention when he was giving us our presentation that there was a side effect. That you can't have a baby. That's a no. Lord, bless your heart. Bless your heart.
Positive or negative?
Yeah, the bigger what you're looking for. So you better watch out there now.
Right.
This is wonderful. One thing I love was you would share with me. Shamiko called me last week and I got excited. I got so excited because I'm familiar with these types of programs. And when I got a chance to watch the video, I was just excited. You know, I'm just ready to jump in now, but people tell me to stay grounded, you know, take your time. And then I talked to a girlfriend in Chicago. She's aware of it. There was a young lady trying to get her, because I didn't even remember the name, because we had just talked the same day. And then when she said, bye, my friend just got a BMW 3 weeks ago in Chicago. And then I just talked to her last week, Shamiko last week. So, you know, that was a confirmation for me, and for us to have this show. And our thing is to let our audience know, because people watch the show, and it's just amazing of the people that are in health issues and things of that nature. And but this is awesome, you know. Anyway, it's just wonderful. Yeah, save me, brother. Save me.
I will. Go ahead.
I was going to add to that. You know, what's interesting about that is, you know, in networking, you know, multi-level marketing, whatever people call it, everything. I call it relational marketing.
Okay.
But a lot of people all go, oh man, I can't be the first in. Well, you know, still no one even knows what Body by Buy is. But I'll tell you, as more and more people join our challenge, the model is proven to work better and better and better. So now you've heard it. That gave you credibility. You know, hey, you know, other people out there doing it. It's not just you know, a couple people in Nashville. So as more people join our challenge and our cause, because this is a cause, community, you know, you hit on it. You know, a lot of in network marketing. Here's a good question. What's the normal way that you actually can change someone's life? It's only financially. You know, like we were talking about a candle company or a travel company. No one's going to call you crying that you saved them $50 on a cruise.
No.
But they are going to call you when you help them get off of their medicines and diabetes.
Absolutely. And the money, you mentioned about the cost of medication.
Yeah.
We talk about the cost of food, but look at the cost of medication.
Yeah.
And you're feeling sluggish. It's nothing like you say getting that life back and having fun while you do it. You know.
Not to mention, you know, business employers love this program and implementing it because, you know, as their offices get healthier, their cost of health insurance for them lowers.
Wow.
And you know, obviously that's a hot topic. You know, but
Absolutely,
we didn't come here to talk politics, but
Yeah.
you know, it's a hot topic. You know, topic
Yeah.
coming into the you know next month here, and
Yeah.
you know, it's kind of funny. We laugh. You know, sometimes the owners will make comments. We'll laugh amongst some of the leaders in the area. You know, we go, you know, they should really let us on these presidential debate platforms because you know we have a health and financial system that I think if we implement it would really work in this country. We're gonna fix it all.
And you know, one of the things, for anyone that wants more information about this, you can contact me at rock4media@hotmail.com and we can get the information out to you because I mean, I'm telling you, it's wonderful. I'm very excited about it. I'm definitely a part of what's going on here. And Shamika, one of the things you mentioned, and I like, now I told you guys earlier that I was part of the Biggest Losers contest. We had like a little smaller version of it. And we put in a certain amount of money into the pot. And every week we would come back and they would give out different prizes with that. So is that similar to what some of these challenging parties will be like when you have the people coming by to give them shakes and you have fun?
Yes, and you can be creative and come up with your own ideas.
Okay.
It's just whatever you want to do. You know you're going to make the shakes.
Okay.
You're going to push play on that video and ask them if they are 1, 2, or 3, and that's it.
Now we had what kind of shake did we have? It was delicioso.
Okay.
I know I like that
Actually, I made a Butterfinger shake.
like the candy bar.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes, and it's very delicious.
And what do you mix it with? What are some of the ingredients? Because some people like lactose and tallow.
Yeah, so our products are gluten-free
Okay.
and lactose-free. And we're also a kosher certified product.
Okay.
Now our products also, just for the product people out there, we have soy protein in ours, but we're actually, this is a little deep, but we are an isoflavin-free soy, which means there's no estrogen properties in our soy. So women and men don't have to deal with the negative side effects of soy, they only get the positives, which are a lot of the heart healthy, you know, issues. But you know, getting back to your question, what do people put in it? Well, they put a lot of things in it. You can mix it with water.
Fruit.
Yeah, you can put fruit in there. I mean, our shake mix tastes like a cake mix. It's pretty cool.
It's delicious.
That's what
It
we
is
call it. It's a
delicious.
shake mix. It tastes like people make pancakes with this stuff.
Get out of the city.
No, get out of the city.
Really? So I'm just saying, you're getting your money's worth with this.
You can mix it with whatever you want. I put spinach in there. You know, it tastes good. We call it a Shrek shake. We put a banana in there. We've put everything. I mean, people have reported putting pickles in there. I wouldn't do that. But people can do it. They can do it. Yeah, they're probably pregnant. Yeah,
Wow. Oh, and then you have a question?
No,
talk about the
right.
celebrity portion of it, because who are some of the celebrities? Talk about Richard Simmons. Who are
For
some
sure. Yeah, Richard Simmons isn't involved. We crushed his thing. No, I'm kidding. He did great at the time, but I think we're the new era. We're really rolling in here. We've got a lot of great celebrities on board. Some of the ones, you know, Jessica Biel takes the challenge. Bodie Miller, the downhill skier, takes the challenge. Hulk Hogan, we already mentioned, takes the challenge. I'm trying to think of the other.
Lisa Ray.
Yeah.
She just joined. Lisa Ray.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, we've got a individual, Chris Humphries, the NBA star.
Yeah,
he's on the challenge. I actually wrote as one of the perks of promoting the business, they give you what's called a PD Paradise, which is a trip to the Bahamas. And Chris Humphries was out there with us. I actually rode on the plane back to Miami next to him, that was kind of cool. But Chris Humphries is another one. Little Romeo, Master P. You know, I already mentioned Hulk.
Yeah.
There's more coming on every day. Shannon Sharp from, you know, obviously a fantastic tight end, just joined the challenge yesterday. So this isn't something like these guys have been on board for months and you're just finding out about it after everyone heard about it. They're literally hearing about it right now watching the show. They're finding out about it all the time. We've got people coming on like crazy. Chris Daughtry, the musician, very popular musician. He's taking the challenge. He's been posting videos of himself doing backflips and stuff. Crazy stuff. Oh yeah, a lot of energy. And then a lot of these celebrities, which is really cool. And this is what I love. It doesn't have to be all about the business. Like I said, let entrepreneurs be entrepreneurs, customers be customers. Our celebrities are filming their own 90-day challenge journey and putting it on YouTube. So if you actually go to some of the websites or Google search them on YouTube, you'll find their own 90-day challenge updates, which is it's really cool. It's a killer social platform.
Wow, that's neat.
Well, it's good, especially if you're following someone. You're kind of analyzing how much weight they're losing, and you talked about maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and how long it takes to get going. If someone signs up for this program, what are some of the immediate benefits, like within the first 30, 60, 90 days? How does that look?
Well, when you come to the challenge part and you sign up, the first thing you should do is do exactly what the video tells you to do.
Okay.
You want to go through your getting started video. You want to make those calls, and you want to have your challenge parties. And that's going to jumpstart you off. That's going to have your business kicking. And that's the same thing that I've done.
So you want to do that like immediately, like the next day or the
Immediately.
Okay.
Because you need to know when you start off, because you don't want to just start off doing anything and then have to turn around and restart it in 2 weeks when you can have that head start as soon as it starts. And you will be successful.
It also sounds like your financial awards were immediate,
Yes.
like within a week.
Right.
That's surprising. Normally it takes 30 days to a month,
That's
60,
right.
90
It
days.
is immediate. You start every week. Whatever you do from week to week helps your check when it comes.
Right.
Wow.
The one thing I was going to say, I say this all the time to people that are thinking about joining the challenge, or they come to a challenge party. It's kind of funny. I'm sure you guys have heard the quote before, but I always quote Theodore Roosevelt. The best decision you can make is the right one. The second best decision you can make is the wrong one. The worst decision you can do is just do nothing. So we're always encouraging people to take action. I don't always make the right decisions, but at least I make decisions, right?
Yes.
And I think that as a community, people could take action faster, and that's what we're really big in this. We get people on websites, we share the challenge with them over social media, we get them to a challenge party and sign them up for the challenge, and the products don't. You're just hurting yourself by thinking about it.
Well, again, I just want to thank you, Carl, and you, Samiko, for coming out, sharing this information with us today, with our viewing audience, and even with some of my friends who are here in the studio. One of the things, guys, I am going to be having the party because I am going to be under this young lady, and we're going to make this thing happen. It's going to happen. So, again, if you want to get in contact with me, rock4media@hotmail.com. And we're going to make this thing happen. Remember that God loves you, and so do we. Hi, we're at the conclusion of this awesome expo. And we have with us the young lady that's really over this thing, Ms. Jackie Rowe. Tell our viewing audience who you are and what was the purpose of this?
Hi, my name is Jacqueline Rowe, and I'm the Mount Zion Network Ministry Business Chair of the Expo. And the purpose of this Expo was to get business owners to network together and to come out and display their goods and services, as well as having career vendors here to help service the job vendors.
And one of the things I really love about Mount Zion being as big as it is, there are a lot of African American businesses. I'm talking about quality.
Yes.
Would you say?
Very much so.